Hey guys, it's Jamelyn. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you some of the art projects I've been working on around the house. In Elizabethtown we have an 8-hour endurance race called the Backyard Classic. And this year they had asked the local rock painting artists to paint the medallions for the people that participate in the race. So I volunteered and had 10, actually I think 11 wooden medallions sent to me by one of the directors and decided I would paint them. So I wanted to show you what I painted and then show you a quick tutorial on one of the designs that happened to be one of my favorites. So I did a couple in a trail theme because it is an 8-hour endurance race that benefits Green Space, which is our local, which keeps up with our local trails. I did a couple in a wilderness theme. I have one in a seascape. And I think my favorites were probably the silhouettes that I did of the trees, which are these three right here at the top. And those are probably my favorites. I love how they turned out. And that's one of the ones I'm going to show you how to paint today. Okay, this is the guy that I am going to replicate for you today. As most of you know, my usual medium is rocks, and these are just from the rock patio in the backyard. The first thing I'm going to do is get my colors out. I'm going to start by putting just a dab of each of the colors on my little palette, my well-used dollar store glass plate. The rock I'm working with has started with just a white base coat. And I'm gonna go in, and I like to fade the lightest colors on the top into the darker colors on the bottom. As you can see, I kind of started out with a candy corn kind of look. And they're in really broad strokes, because after this I can go ahead and feather in the different colors that I want to see and blend it all together. So I can bring in a little bit of white up top and lighten that yellow. And you can see just by thinning that out and blending it together, it's starting to look more like it's starting to look like it has more of a gradient to it. So I can bring that orange up just a little bit and then with an almost dry brush I can go back in and even out any harder lines that I see so that it kind of grades. You can see there we have that light up top and it feathers down in to the dark at the bottom. There's a couple of lines here I'm going to try to pull out a little more. And sometimes you just have to know when to stop, because eventually you'll get to a point where you've finessed it too much and then it's all one color. So I'm going to probably stop right here on this. I think it looks really good with that tone down to red. And the next thing I'm going to do is, because this is a rock, I'm going to go ahead and get this bottom covered a little bit. Next comes the silhouette. If you'll remember on the original here, just going to put that black at the bottom and then draw the trunk of the tree. I use a smaller brush to do my first outline, just because that way I have a little more control. And the last step for the tree is the greenery at the top. And if you'll notice, I think what makes it look really neat is that you can see through parts of the tree. And the way I accomplish that is just by taking one of my common brushes. This is just an angled brush. I'm going to dab it into my black pavement color, and then I want to go ahead and take off a lot of the paint because I really don't want any big clumps through here. And then just dab lightly until the shape of the tree emerges. And then once I have the basic shape that I'm looking for, I can go back in and stipple darker, yet leave some of those spots remaining. And again, less is more at this step, because once you stipple, you cannot unstipple. So if you put too much cover on there, you're gonna lose the parts where you can see through the branches. So I'm going to stop right there. Very happy with that. And you can draw some silhouettes of birds in the sky or leaves falling off the tree. I've done both. I kind of like the birds in the sky just because it's a vast sea of, in this case, red and orange. So, and again, I did a couple of other silhouettes to kind of give you an idea of the variations. This one was done in a blue and fading down to light blue, and again I just added little stars at the top. And then the other one that I did was more of a pink and purple, and this would look really cute with like a silhouette of a palm tree or something like that, and it could work the exact same way. Guys, that concludes my tutorial. I wish all of the participants of the Backyard Classic good luck on August 19th. I hope you enjoyed the medals and have a great time. If you like what you saw, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content. We post every week. I'll see you guys soon.